You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Alright, guys and gals, we are back with another episode of I Wanna Hug That Gator. I've been looking forward to playing more of this. Let's go ahead and jump in, shall we? Alarm chant, you are up, and let's go. Hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I know I certainly did. It was awesome. Anyway, alright. Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too. He waves for me to follow him. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president. And one of his priorities was taking photos for the school's yearbook for the first day page. Every few minutes we'd pause so Ben could take a couple of shots, mainly of the students talking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing, and there's always extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography, and I really want to broach it, but Ben fills the air between us talking more about the school. Which is why we still go by the feather tails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all the new students? Huh, not really. Although it is something I've thought about a lot. Oh, hold that thought. Hey, Lunara. Oh, she's pretty, very pretty. Oh, I love her stripes on her muzzle. Ben goes to greet a student, putting up some intricate wall banners. Oh, hey, Ben. You have a good summer vacation? I did. Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's. Aw, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with. The Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. She'd initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she gasps when she realizes, Hey, you're a human, right? Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I just love human culture. There's this amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. Wow, that's impressive. I think you'd make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. After that club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We spent weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. We also study and paint with those styles, like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can even get into sculpting with those old Venus statues. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. Hey, that'd be neat. What you say, Inko? Maybe. I do love culture. I also am a man of culture. Oh, that's great! Oh, listen, we have this old chieftain's dress we've had for ages. We just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. I'll think about it. No way, I'd sooner endure a second Impact event than wear something like that. Kinda curious as to the history of this planet. Well, hey, nice to catch up, Lunara. We got places to be. Take care. Bye! She waves us off, and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. Nope. Sorry. Alright. Hey, Ben! Oh, hey, Michael. Listen, can't talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in the school as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. Man, sorry for having to stop so much. No way, I think it's cool you know everyone. If only it could be cool without making us late. He notices a few more noteworthy landmarks, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. I already knew that this place was known for art, but wow. Just outside the administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of artwork. Paintings line the walls, with name placards beneath detailing who the artists were, all created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gala. All these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa! I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives it a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scalar. An oviraptor no older than her mid-30s exits the room holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. She's pretty cute, too. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide open mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. You would be Mr. Ganito, yes? Yes, but my name... How wonderful. Gone is the exhaustion on her face, instead replaced with a very wide smile. I'm so happy that you've chosen our school for your last year, Mr. Nito. Ben, be sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I was already... If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Nito. And not to mention the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scalar. Thank you, Principal Scalar. Oh, and Ben, a moment, please. But... The Parasaur is dragged into the office, leaving me alone in the school gala. Whatever they're saying, I can't hear over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably not something I meant to hear. I move a few feet away, out of earshot of the discussion inside. On the wall beside me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Wow. I could practically use this thing as a map with how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The gentle brushstrokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off each of the windows, and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon, all of which combine together to give it a dreamscape feeling like it's an idealized vision of the city. It's beautiful. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny that this is a masterpiece. Okay. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this level of skill and passion. I withdraw my Coven Stone 60 from my bag, and with the compact lens, I barely fit the entirety of the painting in frame for the shot. Checking the copy on my display, I realize I left out the title and artist of the piece. The tag says, Dreamscape, artist, O'Halford, 9th grade. First place, 201 M 2020. A freshman did this. Jeez. Now that I look at the rest of the paintings, this is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel. And yet not even one photo. Hey, Inko, I'm back. I'm a senior. How on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Inko? What's that sound? Oh no. Ben nudges me back with the back of his hand as commotion gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass! Slow your roll, Leatherface! My leg! I watch as the perpetrator, aggressor, aggregator finally rounds the corner and comes barreling down the hallway, speeding right towards us. My instincts kick in and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. For just a split second, I get a good look at my assailant. What? Ah, there she is! Ha! That's perfect. Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. She propels herself towards with dexterous hands, spinning the large wheels on her. I only now notice that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. She glances my way and her pupils lock onto mine. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags, like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. And that expression, it's like she's looking straight through me. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however. She's gone. As she leaves, I feel like a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into a glass case beside me. Oof! Hey, watch it! Oops! The Parasaur's hands rove over the display carefully, his eyes filled with worry. You looking for something? Cracks! Usually when another student falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. I guess it's just a dino thing. You humans are lucky you don't gotta sweat over this kind of stuff. That happen often? Often enough to drain school funds in repairs. Well, that can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I make do. A vibrato chime echoes through the now empty hall. I freeze, tardy on the first day. Huh, whoops. Sorry to run on like that. You should get going to your first class. Won't I need a tardy slip or something? Nah, it's the first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine either way since, you know. One of the benefits of being class prez. What's your first period? Physical education? Ben sucks the air in through his teeth in a prolonged wince. You'll be fine. A gymnasium's down that way. Don't keep him waiting too long. I need to get going, too. Keep who waiting? I gotta go, bye! Whoa, he walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. I follow Ben's directions toward the school gymnasium. After all the earlier commotion, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see, what do I think of this place so far? It's certainly livelier than any other schools I've been to. Ever since I've stepped foot in here, everything has been so lively and everyone seems so exuberant. Makes me feel a little out of my depth. Since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl earlier are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been, people just keep to themselves, like they're only there because they have to be. It hits me. The school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here. That's why it's so active. Well, alright, what can I do with this information? It means I can probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other, there's bound to be an insane level of camaraderie, too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, though, so I hold this thought for later. Ah, gym class, where the boys are separated from the men, and where people with Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. I begin to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pales in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully this school's PE is a lot less grueling. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading into the gym, I'm struck with how empty the area looks. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows on the doors and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate who can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arms crossed and a scowl on his face. I hope I can get away with being tardy. As I walk into the... Oh! Damn. My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but it might have well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, and even through his baseball cap, I can feel a stare of rage pierce my soul. Such intensity, such intensity, and that ideal throwing form. It only missed by centimeters. That was a warning shot. Oh god, he does look angry. Know this and know it well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoons gets all one free miss from me a year. And you just spent it. I shift my eyes to the students lined up next to him, and they're so stiff with fear that I can't tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron. Why, in the great name of KV Drocket, you were late. KV Drocket. Well, He didn't even move. Hint taken. I shut my mouth. The Simian scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, because I'm only saying this once. In this class, we operate on tough love. We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to Raptor Jesus you don't forget them. Because if you do... With 3 monstrous steps, the coach closed the distance of 10 yards and tower over me. I will be very upset. It reflects poorly on all of us, and that is not something I will accept. So I would love to see you maggots succeed, but if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Am I understood? Alright, I'm going to pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to have a quick shout-out to lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for what I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. You know, our silver tier patron, Cade Silver, and thank you all above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!